So before we start this video, I want to let you guys know that I've gotten a couple of TBC beta keys to give away to my community. These are keys officially given out by Blizzard, so massive shout out to Blizzard for making this possible. Now before I do give away these keys, I will say a couple of things about the keys. These keys are not to be resold or given to someone else. I need to have it registered that the key is used on your account. So for this specific video, I'm going to be giving away 5 TBC beta keys, and all you have to do to participate in this giveaway is leave a comment down below telling me why you want a beta key. Whether this is to test out a specific part of the game, a specific class, maybe TBC is your favorite expansion and you would love to play it as soon as possible. Whatever your reasons are, let me know why you want a beta key. The winners will be chosen at random, and the giveaway will last for 24 hours from the time of this video being uploaded. The giveaway is open for everyone, you don't have to like or subscribe. Obviously, if you want to do that, that would be awesome, but it is not required for joining the giveaway. So if you want to have the chance of getting into the TBC beta through this giveaway, leave a comment down below about why you want a beta key. So today I want to talk about a couple of ways you can make a lot of gold in phase 1 of TBC Classic. Some of the methods will also be effective in later phases, but I think they will be especially effective during phase 1. I will cover a couple of different ways of making gold in the hopes that there's something in here for everyone. So whether you're a gold farmer or you enjoy farming gear and reputation, and getting patterns and crafting things, this video should be for you. So let's get right into it. The first way of making gold is grabbing leatherworking and tailoring and grinding dungeons. Both leatherworking and tailoring have some recipes that are locked behind reputation, plus tailoring also has some rare recipes that can drop inside dungeons as well, which will be insanely lucrative. There are also some leatherworking recipes locked behind reputations like the Fell Leather set and the Fell Stalker set, which are pre-bis gear sets, and getting access to these early could be a potential gold mine. On top of that, leatherworkers can craft leg armor, and the epic versions are locked behind exalted reputation, and you also need a primal nether to craft them, which can drop from heroic dungeons. This profession combination is perfect for anyone that wants to spam level through dungeons to maximize their reputation gains, as well as grind reputation at level 70 to unlock heroic dungeons, and grind those as well for gear. Basically, if you're planning to run a lot of dungeons, this might be an insanely lucrative combination for exactly you. That being said, a dungeon group requires several people, so if there's more than one tailor, even if the rare tailoring recipes do drop, you might end up not winning the role. This is where you could argue that skinning and leatherworking might be a better combination, because that way you can be self-sufficient by farming your own leather for the crafts, and all of the gold you will make then is pure profit. So if you have a dungeon group where you can pretty much guarantee being the only tailor, I would recommend being leatherworking and tailoring. Otherwise, I would probably recommend being leatherworking and skinning, but it's up to you. Next up we have herbalism and mining. I don't think it's any secret that this combination is a great way to make gold, especially in the Burning Crusade as we get access to flying, and gathering herbs and mining veins is probably easier than ever. You're also getting primal life or motes of life from herbalism, and you can also get primal earth or motes of earth from mining, as well as motes of fire or primal fire from fell iron deposits, and primal fires are really profitable. That being said, I also would expect a lot of competition for herbalism and mining in the open world, as it will be a really popular way of farming gold, and that is where being a druid or rogue comes in handy, as you can do stealth runs in mana tombs and the underbog, and get access to herbalism and mining spawns with no competition at all. There is also an argument to be made about botting in Classic WoW, and how bots will affect the prices of certain materials in Classic TBC, and I think over time the prices of herbs and ores will definitely fall off quite a bit, because it is very easily bottable, but in the beginning of TBC I wouldn't worry too much about this, because the demand will be insane and it will definitely be a huge demand for these items. And if you want another way of making gold as a gold farmer, I would actually recommend testing out mining and engineering. With mining you get access to motes of earth or primal earth, as well as motes of fire and primal fire from fell iron deposits as well. Mining is also really lucrative because that's how you acquire uncut gems, which can be cut into stat gems by jewel crafters, which will be on high demand throughout the entire Burning Crusade expansion. And engineers also get access to cloud extractors. Basically, you can look for different clouds in different zones and extract motes used for primals from those clouds, which can actually be quite lucrative in the Burning Crusade, and it actually allows for engineers to fly around and farm gold just like someone with mining or herbalism. And by crafting yourself a couple of goggles, you can also see the location of clouds on your minimap, and theoretically these should work alongside mining or herbalism, so you can track everything you want all at the same time. While if you have herbalism and mining, you will have to switch between and searching for herbalism nodes and searching for mining veins on the minimap, so you will have to make a decision and maybe keybind searching for herbalism to keybind 1, and then searching for mining at keybind 2, and just keep switching in between. Primals will be an incredible source of gold in the Burning Crusade, as they are used in pretty much every crafting profession, and they are used in huge quantities as well, and especially at the beginning of TBC, people will be willing to overpay quite a bit for these primals when crafting their pre-abyss, as well as actual best install items as well. For example, the Spellfire set requires a total of 38 primal fires to craft, and a lot of casters will want to make this set as soon as possible, and because we get access to it really early, these primal fires will have a huge demand, and people will therefore overbid each other, which will drive the prices up even further, because the demand is huge. It's a never-ending circle really, that only really ends when the demand for these crafted items goes down, but will definitely be at peak in phase 1 of TBC. I guess it's not a never-ending circle, but it will definitely be a good way of making gold in phase 1. While we are talking about the Spellfire set, I would also like to mention the Netherweb Spider Silk material, as that is also required to craft this set, and Netherweb Spider Silk can be farmed by the lurkers in Terracar Forest around the map shown right here, but you can also farm them in the Blackmoor's dungeon, just in case you want a farming location that doesn't require any specific professions, since these Netherweb Spider Silk are pure looted items from the mobs themselves, nothing extra required. I have heard rumors that the spiders in the Blackmoors might not drop these at launch, based on the spiders being lower level, but having tested this on the beta, it definitely works for now, so if it does end up not working or working in TBC Classic, it is definitely a farm you will want to at least know about. While we are talking about dungeon farming, I will also mention the Underbog stealth run really quick, because you can grab a lot of different herbs and mining veins inside the Underbog, as well as a chest as well if you're a rogue. You can also obtain some flame caps, which might end up being a really lucrative item to farm for in the Burning Crusade, as it might end up being used a lot in parsing and min-max culture. You can do the Underbog as a rogue and a druid, but when it comes to stealth runs, but throughout the dungeon, there are 2 guards that can see you in stealth. Rogues can simply run past these guards and vanish to re-stealth, while druids have to run past them and swim to a safe spot. For more information on the Underbog stealth farming, I will leave a link to my full video on that topic in the description. I should also say that simply farming primals in the open world is also one way of farming gold in the Burning Crusade, but I've chosen not to go in too in depth on that because, first of all, most people know about primal farming, and if you don't, I will make several videos on that as well for those of you that are interested in it, and I already have a couple of videos on them as well, but basically I think primal farms in the open world will be insanely competitive and overfarmed, but if you can level up super fast and farm for an hour or 2 before anyone else comes and competes with you for tags, you can make a hefty amount of gold. Basically, when it comes to primals, it's all about how many mobs you can tag and kill per hour, as well as how many primals you get per hour, and the more competition you have while farming, the less effective it will be. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today, and that's actually 6 different ways of making gold in phase 1 of TBC, if I've counted correctly. I will leave a couple of links in the description of this video as well, such as the ultimate gold making plan in TBC, where I cover one of my main plans for gold making, as well as my passive gold making guide for TBC as well, as I think both of those are also definitely worth a watch. So check the description if you want to make even more gold. Remember to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more TBC content. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.